making sure to emphasize saluting the crowd and just being in the moment. This gold medal category A final.
Break, Ali.
Both athletes really using this time just to try and figure each other out and sort of work out what their opponent's game plan might be here.
A little bit more aggression from Kwon on the left. I'll get tempered if Chen scores another one, which she does. Chen happy to let Kwon come on to her and then find a defensive route to target. Defend first and then catch Kwon off balance.
Kwon quite happy to bide her time as well and really keeping that arm back out of the danger zone of Chen's point.
First action from Kwon without taking the blade. So far, up until that hit, Kwon has just been trying to catch hold of Chen's blade, and now she's worked out absence of blade is the way forward. Oof, that was close. Chen's now having to adapt, having to be just a little bit more proactive in trying to find the target, not just reacting. Now this is the most strategic of fights that we've seen in this session in the Épée individual. Low scorer, but that doesn't make it any less exciting.
It's not like they're showing signs of sort of staying at a distance or not engaging, is it? It just shows how evenly matched at the moment these two fencers are.
Good collection of the blade there. A binding hit. She had hold of Kwon's blade there, Chen. She's got the measure of her over the last few hits. And now she can go back to being a little bit more patient, more risk averse. But not passive.
Just exposing herself a little bit there, wasn't she? And it looked as though Chen was wanting to get that attack coming from Kwon, but then wasn't quite ready for it when it did come. We're getting towards the end of this first period, and as you said earlier, the scoreline not quite reflecting the pace of the actual action. At 1 minute to pause, and only 2 points separating these two. Chen Yuandong looking like she's the one working harder. That little glimpse we had when the mask came off.
Chen at the beginning, finding a way through a couple of times on the attack. Kwon then worked out that she needed to attack without taking the blade. Chen then adapted to that, and the best hit so far has been the binding hit to the inside of the arm from Chen. Deserving leader at the moment, because she's winning the tactical battle.
We don't often see the coaches, especially for the athlete in the league, coming and giving really clear instructions of what tactically they want their athlete to do. It looked like some clear instructions coming from Chen Yuandong's coach.
Yeah, because I think what he's seen that when he's seen a tell from the Korean when she's going for the attack off the blade without touching her opponent's blade, and so he's just given her that moment. He's either showing her what the Korean's doing or what she should do in response to it. So trying to negate any potential threat from Kwon.
Ali.
The other thing is Chen's hand has moved to the outside a little bit more over to the Sikh side. It's actually gone past Sikhs, the position they start in the on-guard position with their wrist in front of their elbow, in front of their shoulder. That's called Sikhs, to whichever hand you are, left or right-handed. She's actually just moved that whole arm out to the side a little bit more.
Well, something we do see with a right-hander fencing a left-hander sometimes is just opening up that, sort of almost protecting the outside of their arm and body.
Okay.
Yeah, so in the Olympic equivalent to wheelchair fencing, the fencers will move to the sword arm side of the piece when you've got a lefty against a righty. Clearly, wheelchair fencers can't do that, so by moving your arm out, you're covering off the target on your flank just that little bit more. It's a noticeable difference in this second period from Chen.
Break. Ali.
And there's the change from Kwon. She knows, nice hit though from Chen. She knows that the parries now are absolutely going to be cart or octave. Cart's the windscreen wiper coming across the body on the same line. The guard stays at the same height. Octave is where you do a semicircle in an anti-clockwise direction, and the guard moves from top down to bottom. There's a circular cease in there, but it's very wide, and all it is defensive. You're not going to get a riposte off the back of that when your hand's out that far. There's that octave. So got into a defensive mode here, Chen. Happy for this time to tick away.
Well, soon we're going to have to... I was going to say see Kwon doing something, but it's going to be both athletes. Well, we thought that the halt was being called for passivity. But the referee hasn't reset the clock, or hasn't moved on to the next period. So we presume that he changed his mind.
I think maybe he hadn't registered when the last hit was scored and was calling passivity, but there's been one more hit since then. And that's what his video referee and assistants are there for, to say, no, not passivity yet. We've got to wait till a little bit longer into this period. But it's a little warning to Kwon. I don't want this time to run out, so I am going to have to go and get a hit. Passivity would be not in Kwon's favour. Even though she's the highest seed, with the points differential, Chen would win if we got to time.
Break. Ali.
Well, Kwon's going to have to change her game plan here, because Chen will be more than happy for that clock to tick down, as suddenly she has a 6-point lead. Significant turning point here in just the tactics that Kwon is going to have to use, and it feels as though this is playing into Chen's favour here. Chen Yuandong suddenly can let Kwon do the work.
Yeah, and you know what? Took a massive gamble there as well. Oh, that's a lovely hit, though. She took a massive gamble on her 11th hit, where she did a sort of fake attack and then just stayed there. Come on, then. And so as Kwon came forward, she basically leant onto Chen's point. That will hurt when the points difference is so big.
I wonder if Kwon's just going to almost hope for that next minute break, just see if she can change the momentum, have a little bit of a chat with her coach. Because we are going to go into the final period in this match.
Art, 1 minute.
I mean, 8 points. Chen Yuandong leads by. She's got to be feeling fairly confident with that.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Kwon's just got to go for it now. I mean, doesn't have to race through the hits, but you know, we're talking about an 8-hit point difference. She needs to go and get 2.5 hits every minute to give herself any kind of chance here, without getting hit herself, of course. But if you're sitting on Chen's side of the piece, you're going to say to yourself, well, I can afford to take a couple of risks here. I can afford to go after a couple, just because if I get 1 point out of 2 attacks, let's say, and give a hit away, I'm just getting closer to that target of 15. But ultimately, the coach is going to be saying to her, sit back, stay active. It's active defence.
Well, it's a very different conversation, isn't it, than whatever that change was after the first break period. It's worked for Chen.
Hand moving outside, she's negated the absence of blade attack from Kwon, and Kwon looked a little lost and didn't know what to do. Having a chat with the coach, as you said, it will give her a new strategic outlook on this, but she can't muck around. 3 minutes left in this gold medal match.
Well, as we reset, Chen Yuandong only 3 hits away from that gold medal. And Chen can celebrate a double touch quite happily. I mean, Kwon has really got a tough ass now, hasn't she? Because she doesn't want to rush anything and make mistakes. Yet there's only 2 minutes left and she's trailing significantly.
Yeah, she does need to get a wriggle on, that is for sure. But I don't know, in some respects, we sit here thinking about what might be going through her mind. You know, it's easy to think what's going through Chen's mind, and a lifting there, so the hit actually even gets annulled there, which is disappointing for Kwon. But in some respects, the pressure's off Kwon now. No one's expecting her to win here. This is, you know, this is a tough ask. So just fence, just try and enjoy it. You're in a gold medal match at the Paralympic Games, and maybe, you know, maybe something will happen.
Wise words, Karen Bashir.
I don't think anyone's ever said that to me before.
Well, Chen wants to wrap this up, doesn't she?
Yeah, enough's enough.
I mean, she's only conceded 1 point as a result of the yellow card, but She's still just keen to, you know, see this gold medal around her neck.
Start.
Well, earlier, Karim, you talked about that ting noise you get when the guard is contacted by the opponent's blade, and there was a prime example.
Yeah. Haven't had so much of it, have we? Not these two not really going for around the wrist too much. But yeah, that was definitely it, and that's a beauty. Not prepared. So Kwon didn't set that one up. She just went on the beat of the bang on guard à l'épée, and then boom, off you go. And Chen was ready. She just nice simple para riposte.
And that's the winning point for Chen Yuandong. She has just been crowned the Paralympic champion, the women's épée category A gold medal winner for the People's Republic of China. She really did enjoy those final few hits and excelled on that route to the top of the podium.
Champion representing People's Republic of China, Chen Yuandong.
She broke it in the middle, didn't she? She came into that second period and the coach had given her a very, very clear instruction to move the hand outside a little bit further, negate the absence of blade attack from the Korean, and that's where she broke away in the fight. It's a good example of listening to your coach, even when you're in the lead.
Well, that is a results sheet that you would be more than happy to sign. Kwon Kyeongi celebrating her silver. And remember, both these athletes at their very first Paralympic Games.
It's time to celebrate our champion!